I sponsor the now. I sponsor the blog.
Let me tell you something.
I'm gonna find it right now. Then we gonna go. Then we gonna go. I want y'all to hear this Latinx woman. Here she go. I found it.
I date a lot of Black men, and they'll tell me how they love Latinas because we're raised to cater to our man versus other cultures. And I can see that. Yeah, and when I hear that, I'd be like, yeah, because Latinas are the shit, right? But then when I really think about it, I'm like, are we doing more of a disservice to Latinas? Because a lot of Latinas walking out here insecure. They're not asking for the money that they deserve. They're not negotiating at the table. They're being really quiet. They're working with their head down. They're not going for the promotion. They're, lacking confidence and all the things. And so it's kind of like, it's a gift and a curse. It is. It's like the gift is, we are raised culturally to cater to our men, and that brings us joy. Like to your point, it brings me joy. I love to cater. Like when my dad's at my house, he's a freaking king. I'm cooking for him. I'm cooking. Get to get it. What you need? What you need, right? And the same thing for my man.
Girl, ask your abuelita. Ask her about her marriage, and does she and does she love being a burro? Ask her with the sarape on her back, carrying all the weight. We enjoy catering to our men. Shout out to you for being raised to be a fucking donkey and a fucking mule. Girl, carrying shit on your back for some nigga. Girl, and you get the same nigga. You do. The girls are out here on TikTok telling the stories, Latinas. The Latinas are talking, honey. They are. This idea that you love catering to a man, girl. I see you got your maid outfit on like you always do. Girl, that is not cute. That is not cute. I said, shout out to you, girl. You better be proud of being raised to be a goddamn maid, a burro, and a mattress. Fucking clown. That's what I said. There are women in this world that think the attention of a man and catering to a man is a great thing. That is just a patriarchal program. It really is. It really is. I cater to my man. I cater to my man. I cater to my man. What are you getting in return? And then you name off all these things that Latinx women are not doing, not negotiating, have low self-esteem. How does that correlate with men wanting you because you cater to them, girl? The fuck? How does that correlate? It doesn't even correlate. You're talking about all these things that you could really be focused on, telling them how to negotiate, showing them that their self-esteem is worthy outside of the proximity of a man. There's a lot of things you could be working on instead you worrying about niggas catering to you. What kind of shit, dumb shit is that? What kind of dumb shit in 2023? Niggas got their houses powered by the sun. Niggas are driving powered by electricity, and you still trying to think it's some great accomplishment to be a fucking donkey for a nigga? Now it's my time to go. That's my time to go. Because I don't want to raise my voice. I'm chill. Got my little drops in, my little CBD drops. You ain't. Listen to her. All the things that you named off, what the Latinx women are not experiencing or not getting to, has nothing to do with niggas catering to you or you catering to them. Listen. I want you to listen to all the things she named out, and then we're going to go. Listen to all the things she named out that you could be working on that have nothing to do with a motherfucking man. But you so happy that these niggas like you because you are raised to be a maid.
Lot of Black men, and they'll tell me how they love Latinas because we're raised to cater to our man versus other cultures. And I can see that. Yeah, and when I hear that,
let me tell you something. I'm going to pause her for a second.
And when I really think about it, I'm like,
pause. My grandmother, my paternal grandmother, and my paternal grandfather stayed in separate rooms for as long as I can remember. I've never known them to be in one room until my grandfather, in his old age, started dementia and Alzheimer's and all the things, right? Then he started sleeping in the bed with my grandmother. I never saw him make his plate, ever. Never. Patriarchal conditioning has you believing that you take pride in serving a man. I never saw him make his plate. The only time I would see my grandfather make his plate when he would get up before everybody and make his own breakfast. He'd fry him an egg, maybe a sausage and some bacon and his coffee. I saw him, but my grandmother always served my grandfather. Always. Now on my maternal side, it was very egalitarian. Very. They would serve each other. Sometimes my grandfather would get up, get the coffee together, make my grandmother a cup of coffee, serving her. That's the house I grew up in, which probably shapes the way that I think how men should show up in relationships. All this serving your man shit, that's some shit you were programmed and conditioned to do, and it does you no service at all. At all. But listen to all the things, and then we're done.
Doing more of a disservice to Latinas because a lot of Latinas walking out here insecure. They're not asking for the money that they deserve. They're not negotiating at the table. They're being really quiet. They're working with their head down. They're not going for the promotion.
So why aren't you working on women and encouraging them and teaching them how to negotiate, go after the promotion, pick their heads up, stop being so motherfucking docile? Didn't they say in The Great Cosmic Mother that they can hire your ass for cheaper and you will keep your motherfucking head down and not say a word because you're supposed to be docile? That's your programming. Lift your goddamn head up, get some goddamn self-esteem, and you wouldn't take pride in being a fucking maid to a man. You wouldn't take pride in that because there is no honor in that. I don't give a damn who you are. There's no honor in that, especially if he's not reciprocating. If he's not getting up early and making you breakfast and getting the kids ready and doing what he needs to do, making himself fucking useful. But you so worried about niggas, women catering to men. No, all the things that you just named off, those are the things you should be focusing on if that is affecting the Latinx women in your community.
They're, lacking confidence and all the things.
Lacking confidence, but you take pride in serving a man, girl. Okay, I'm out of here. Take care of each other. Center yourself. Prioritize yourself above everybody. And don't be ashamed to do it. Don't feel bad putting yourself first. Even if you are a caregiver, you have to make sure you are okay before you start. Put your oxygen mask on first, period. When you start becoming overwhelmed because you're doing everything for everybody else and you can barely breathe because you don't have your own oxygen mask off. You too busy passing out oxygen masks trying to save everybody before you save yourself. And it's done you no good. It hasn't done you any good. So this taking pride in catering to people who, girl, don't even fucking like y'all and only see you as a goddamn maid, a mule, and a mattress. Lift your fucking heads up. Stop being docile. Speak your fucking truth. Activate that throat chakra. I'm serious. And wrap these niggas up if they come at you any kind of way. Some nigga was in the comments, you're a baby mama. Nigga, that doesn't land. It doesn't land the way you think it does. Not on me. It don't land on me at all. I don't give a fuck. You cannot make me feel bad for raising children because there's no man in proximity to me. So you're just a baby mama. Girl, get the fuck away from me with that. That shit don't work over here. Yeah, I'm raising and then so another person in the comments talking about the men in society, who were they raised by? You know who they were raised by? The other wolves in captivity. Because after the child leaves a parental home, they are influenced by society, culture, and their peers. And that has more of a weight than parental guidance and influence. Once these kids get out into society, they start making their own decisions and becoming peers of other groups of men. And guess what they'll learn? How to disrespect women, how to get over on women, how to use women, how to disrespect their own bodies by having sex with a bunch of women to show that they're men. That's who they're raised by. Y'all gonna stop blaming single mothers. You're gonna start saying that these children are father deficient. And they go out in society and they start communing with other men who give them the wackest advice ever. The advice that does not serve them in the name of masculinity. Girl, get the fuck out of here with that shit. None of that shit lands on me. You can't blame me. It doesn't land at all. They look so cute. This mother and daughter, they both have little knots, little hair split down the middle, 2 little knots on each side. The mother is an all black lace dress that is above her knees with some black platforms. The little girl is dressed like she's going to her parochial school, but the mother is carrying a parasol, honey. I love it. I love it. Yes. You cannot, don't try to shame somebody for raising a child and try to make her seem less valuable because she's been honored to raise a child, whether she's with you or without you. She's been granted a child and she's going to take care of it no matter if you're around or not. So you not being around doesn't make her less valuable. What makes her valuable is that she's been granted the opportunity to raise a child. That's what's honorable. So you're not going to tell people who take on their responsibility. It's a great responsibility to raise a child and to make sure they're able to survive without you on their own. But we're not going to act like society, culture, and peers don't have influence on each other. Look at how y'all niggas flock. Y'all flock to discredit women, to diminish them, to tell them your education doesn't matter. Y'all flock together. Where did y'all learn that from? You learned all this shit from your mother that raised you? Are you telling me you learned how to hate women from your mother? Is that what you're telling me? Some of y'all have some male-identified fucking asshole mothers. Yeah, some of y'all do. Who hate women just as much as you hate them. Yeah, some of y'all do. But the majority of y'all raised by single mothers, I can guarantee your mother didn't teach you the hate that you have for women. Your mama didn't teach you that, bitch. Your peers and society and culture taught you that. And you leaned right on into it. And you down here trying to discredit women for taking on the responsibility of raising children as if that's dishonorable. All because there's no nigga who ain't gonna do shit around. Nigga, fuck you. That shit don't land over here. Get a new fucking playbook. Y'all need new fucking playbooks. Because a lot of these women are choosing single motherhood. They would rather you not be around. That's the gag. People know, oh yeah, having 2 or more adults in a house raising children is beneficial. Because you have rules, structures, enforcers of the rules. Yes, it's great to have 2 or more adults in a home, but a lot of women are choosing not to have you in proximity to their children. And what does that say about your ass? What does it say about your ass? You ain't even worthy to raise a child, to take on the responsibility. There's a lot of women running around here who wouldn't even let the person they had children with, the man who donated his sperm, they wouldn't even let their children be in that man's without them in the presence of their mother. They wouldn't allow their children to be alone with their own fucking fathers to babysit their children. Girl, get the fuck away from me with that. They don't even think you're responsible enough. So it's best that you not even be around. You ain't going to discredit women for taking on the responsibility of raising children. Are you crazy? Y'all don't like kids. That's the problem. Y'all don't like kids, even though your stupid ass was one before. You don't even like kids. You think that somehow a child attached to a woman makes her less valuable if there's not a man around. What kind of dumb shit is that? Girl, if you don't get that out of my face, it's time to go. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. And don't take pride in being a goddamn maid. Okay? Put your goddamn vacuum cleaners away and your little dust mops away and your aprons away. Hang that shit up. Take care of each other. Protect your energy and center yourself. Put your own oxygen mask on first. Have a good weekend. Peace.